Hello everyone, welcome to your math class. One of my students has come up with a problem. She brought me these two leaves and asked me which one is bigger. She told me that this one is longer and this one is wider. But how to know exactly which one is bigger? That means which one takes more space. I understood. She wants to find out the area of these two leaves. Area is the amount of space taken by a 2D sheet. So when I talk about the area of a bed sheet, then I am talking about the space covered by the bed sheet when it is spread. From the area covered by your textbook to the area of your state or your country, we can calculate this space without any difficulty. But how do we measure it? We know that we measure lengths using a scale or a measuring tape. But we can't use a scale to measure the space covered. For that, we use a unit square. That is a square with each side as one unit. The number of squares that fit in the shape is called its area. For example, the number of squares that fit this shape are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. So the area of this shape is 11 square units. But what is the unit? We choose the unit depending on the space we want to measure. For example, to measure the length of my pencil, I use a centimeter. To measure the length of a wall, I will use meter. Similarly, to find the area of a notebook, I will use a centimeter square. To measure bigger area like that of a wall, I will use a meter square. But to measure huge area like that of a country, I can use a kilometer square. Now that we understand area so well, let's help my student to find the area of these two leaves. Which unit will I use? Yes, because these are small areas, we will use centimeter square. Here I have traced these leaves on the paper. Now let's count the area. It is easy to count the complete squares. But what about the squares which are not complete? For them, let's follow a simple rule. For squares which are covered half, let's count them as half only. For squares which are less than half, let's ignore them. And the squares which are bigger than half, like this one, let's count them as a complete whole. Now, by following this rule, the area of first leaf is 38 square centimeter and the area of second leaf is 36 square centimeter. So, the area of first leaf is bigger just by 2 square centimeters. Now, let's find the area of this rectangle using the same method. This is a rectangle where one unit is 1 centimeter. The length of this rectangle is 10 centimeter and the breadth is 6 centimeter. Now, to count how many squares are there inside this rectangle, I am going to do some smart work. As one unit is 1 centimeter and there are 10 centimeter here, that means there are 10 boxes in the first row, right? Same 10 boxes in the second row, 10 boxes in third row, 10 boxes in fourth row, fifth row and again sixth row. So how many 10s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 is getting repeated 6 times. So total there are 60 boxes. Hey, wait! 10 and 6 are also the length and breadth of this rectangle. So can I say the length told me the number of squares in one row and the breadth told me the number of rows? This makes sense. Can I now write that to calculate the area of a rectangle, all I need to do is to multiply its length with its breadth? And that's how we get the formula for finding the area of a rectangle. Using the same formula, let's find the area of this rectangle. The length of this rectangle is 12 centimeter and the breadth is 5 centimeter. So the area is 12 into 5, which is equal to 60 centimeter square. Well done. My uncle has a piece of land. He wanted to know how big the land is. So he found the area of the land. Later he decided to make a fence around the field. He didn't know how long the fence would be. Look, the area tells you the space inside the boundary of that field. But how do you calculate the boundary? Simple, you just measure it. The length of the boundary is known as the perimeter of the shape. My uncle's land is in the shape of a rectangle whose length is 60 meter and breadth is 40 meter. To find its perimeter, I added all its sides. So 60 plus 40 plus 60 plus 40. Hey, wait! I am adding 60 plus 40 twice. So can I write it as 2 times of 60 plus 40? Yes, I can. That means 2 times 100, which is equal to 200 meters. Now, what I did here is a shortcut, and a formula is nothing but a shortcut. Can I say that the perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the sum of its length and breadth? Yes, I can. And just here I made a formula for the quick computation of perimeter of a rectangle. Today we learned about area and perimeter and also made their formulas. You also try to find the area and perimeter of different shapes.